weren't always evil, even in the books.
Yeah, but those were like weird exceptions, rather than, I guess.
Like there were drow who like settled on the surface and they were like they worshipped like a loon or something.
Well, if you were a drow and you weren't evil, you were wrong.
I like
There's-
the Driz books.
The Driz books are fine because it was one. I think that's the whole point. Like the main thing that made the Drow interesting was like the good guys, the guys you rooted for in most of the stories, were still very evil. Like the Jarlaxle was one of the most interesting characters because he was like a male that just was able to defy all like the stereotypes and the matriarchy and all of that and just thrive.
I liked
Not have to
Gromp.
yield to everybody, but he was still an evil bastard.
Gromp. I don't know how to say his name. The Archmage.
Oh, jeez, I don't remember him, like his name, but
It was like Gromph or something.
yeah, Gromph. That sounds very familiar.
He was my favorite drow.
Irony.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the name Jaraxel from the games.
Oh, Baldur's Gate?
I never even played Baldur's Gate. Some new
You
stupid
face
stuff.
Jaraxel, Eridar, Lord of the Burning Legion.
Not,
Yeah,
very close.
different Jaraxel.
I was there.
Jaraxxus.
Mhm, close enough.
All right. Who wants to? I know it's been a few weeks. Do a recap.
This is how I know I have no memory.
No, I'll do a recap. 'Cause
I
it's
actually
kind of like
think I remember the main important things.
okay.
I can do this. Okay. So, the lads and I, realized that we were in a bit of a pinch after the vampire Strahd showed up, so we decided to get our way going towards the town of Vallaki. On our way, we decided to take a little shortcut and ran into a bunch of lads called the Vistani, who did try to, keep our attention. Were rather cheerful folk and told us that we could stay the night. Even though we disagreed at first, we did eventually relent and decide, you know what, we could travel with them the next day. Perim got himself in a bit of fun after he borrowed something and drank it and couldn't give it back, so he was told to make sure that our friend, Stephen, joined with the tribe for the remainder of his days, apparently. But he did actually succeed in convincing him, but then he forgot to tell anyone. So he went to sleep. And when we woke up, nobody was there, and now he's feeling a little funny. And now we've made it to Vallaki. And here we are. It's time for us to see what this town has in store for us.
It's pretty accurate. I mean, did he miss anything?
Yes, you guys got your fortunes read.
The fortune telling. Apparently we've got, let's see if I remember most of these things. We've got somebody who's like in wealth and squalor or something that we're supposed to find, who's our ally. We've got a couple of things on mountain paths we're supposed to find. I think a weapon that's supposed to help us, and a trinket. And then there was one other. And then there was a book. There was a book. And then there's also the... no, those are the main ones I remember. There was one other thing was supposed to... where we're supposed to... I don't remember where, but a dungeon or something. We're supposed to find someone in a dungeon. Probably the last battle or whatever.
Yeah, it was. Where you were going to have your final showdown.
Right, and then the last one was not on a mountain path, but it was where the Master of the Marsh grew. We have no idea who that is, I don't think.
Nope. So I have it written down here. I can reread it for you verbatim. I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. That was for the first card. The second card was I see a faceless god. He awaits you at the end of a long and winding road deep in the mountains. That was the second item. The third one, I see a kneeling woman, a rose of great beauty plucked too soon. The master of the marsh knows of whom I speak. And then the fourth one was search for a troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. And the fifth one, of course, I didn't write down the exact text. Give me 1 second. He dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom. A brother of light snuffed out too soon. That was the final one.
All right. And so now we're at the gates, and I think they just agreed to let us in and told us that the Valaki that, we were told we're going to be coming this way are not even welcome here, so pretty sure we just got duped.
At least they told us our future.
I can't complain about that, I suppose. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I'm not going to complain about it.
So you guys are let in to the town. You see on the walls there are wolf heads. They look to be about a week old. You were told there was going to be a festival in 3 days. The festival was called. Well, I have it in my notes.
What would be the benefit in deceiving us?
The Festival of the Blazing Sun.
I'm gonna glance over at Arena, like, hey, y'all got family in this town?
No, this was just. I was told to come to the church here, that I would be kept safe. That's what Ismark wanted.
But that crazy old gypsy woman told us you would not be safe here.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
Yeah, the gypsies also, we'd be traveling with them tomorrow.
Yeah, they're not exactly trustworthy.
I'm not sure why they would have a benefit to deceive us in the first place, but I suppose we'll find out eventually.
Ismark would just kind of shrug and was like, "Well, it doesn't really matter. We got here, even if they, didn't accompany us. They, we were kept safe from all the plates along the road. I don't know if you guys noticed, but nothing encountered us.
That's true.
That's odd. So they did something.
That's true. Guess I can't complain about that.
So you guys head inside. As I was saying, it's a bustling town. You guys ask for directions. Where are you headed?
I'll tug on somebody's elbow. Hey man, where's the church at around these parts?
The far side of town, St. Andrew's Church.
Many thanks, bud.
I'll
Right.
just be asking around as friendly as I can manage. And hey, so who are the big names in this town?
Well, the burgomaster is Baron Vargas Velikovic. He's yeah, I guess you just ask one of like the guards.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get
Yeah.
in like anybody's business. I'm just trying to see. They seem helpful, so let's
Oh
find out.
yeah. Baron Velikovic. He runs the town. He he's trying to keep the spirits of everybody up. He's a good man. He really tries to shelter the folk around here. And
Oh, that's good.
we've got the Blue Water Inn, Irvin Martikov. He owns it. It's a really nice place to stay. A bit pricey, but it comes with warm food or warm bed, nice meal. The best wine money could buy here.
Give them a dungeon. Access to some of the best festivals around, right?
Yep.
That's a good man. Out of curiosity, either of them have any kids they're looking after?
Kids?
Oh yeah.
Irwin has two lads. The Baron has a son. But he's an interesting character.
Interesting. How so?
Well, he sort of doesn't come out much. He's kind of secluded, I guess, by his own doing.
But you
His
see,
father tries to participate in the festivals, but he just doesn't have any interest in that.
Well, pardon me for asking. It just seems like, whenever there's, the influential folk about, it never hurts to, make sure that kids are taken after, or taken care of, handled well. Sounds like they're doing well for themselves. Even though, poor one there sounds like he's a bit, special.
Are you looking for some children?
Oh, not to have myself. I think that would be the worst fate ever. Just want to make sure that everyone here is doing well. Nice to hear that the succession lines are there.
There's an orphanage. Apparently they've had some trouble past few nights. Something about children disappearing.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
not good.
You could probably talk to the headmistress or Milovaj. He works there.
Yeah, I suppose we could do that.
No, Milovaj was seeking to hire a couple of the hunters here, so you might be able to help out or do something. I don't know.
Hey, doesn't seem like a bad way to kill some time in between festivals.
Oh yes. A word of just caution. You seem like nice folk, and we've had nice folk in here before. The Baron is a bit of a temperamental man. He doesn't deal well with critique. I'd just be wary around him.
So keep the head down and have some fun.
Yeah.
Appreciate that advice.
How tall are the walls?
Maybe 20 feet tall.
Are there buildings like nowhere near them? Like they're kept clear of the wall, or
Well, it's mostly like this. Buildings right up close to them.
okay.
Did he say why
Most of the
the?
buildings,
Sorry, go ahead.
most of the buildings, like wooden buildings, thatched roof or like tile or what?
It varies. Some are tiled, some are thatched.
Okay.
Yeah, did he say why they're not allowed here again?
The Vistani?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Baron doesn't like them. Doesn't trust them.
Oh, like thieves.
They're spies of the devil, so he says.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be careful about them. They're dangerous.
That's racist.
I tap my shield with my mace and look at Corvain slyly.
Yeah, that seems to make a lot of sense, actually.
Okay. So I'll be going in.
Yep.
Alright.
And as soon as we guards, I'm going to be looking, just muttering to the others. Well, sounds like we got 3 potential leads if we're looking for this, young man surrounded by wealth and madness here. There's the burgomaster's boy or the 2 from the inn. Doesn't sound like anybody else is rich enough to matter.
I don't trust these prophecies to begin with.
I
but I'll
just
follow them.
don't know. I just don't know how we're gonna get an audience with this guy's son.
Oh,
Find
sorry,
out
I
where-
forgot to tell you there's 2 more boys. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. The other house is the Wachter house. They're the other noble family here. The lady Fiona has 2 boys.
Excellent. So we got 5 leads. We'll just need
Yes.
to take a look and investigate them. I mean, they mentioned something a little bit special about the one that, keeps to himself, so that might be the one to check on first, but I don't think that's a priority. It's just it's just a little prophecy from people that we can't even trust.
What did the silly prophecies say we should do once we find them?
Said it was our ally.
Huh. The devil's ally or ours?
That's our ally, apparently. Remember, the Oracle was saying she was trying to stop the Devil's Strike, even if the others weren't. So maybe we could take a word for it, or at least investigate. But can't trust it. Can't trust it at all.
Do you think those guards are gonna like tell their boss that there's like a scary devil man in town asking about the children of the town?
It's possible.
Most likely. He does have horns.
Oh, I've got more than just horns.
You got like a tail too, don't you?
Sure do. Red eyes. I got the works, man.
Okay, so there's also an apothecary. There is a blacksmith. There's a bowyer, and there is a clothier merchant along with the general store. In this town, you would be able to figure that out relatively easily.
Can I like stop at a general store real quick and try and sell 15 of my 16 candles?
Yep, he'll give you 1 copper for them each.
Fuck you. I'm gonna keep my candles.
Okay.
Hans decides
I
that.
I was saying that to the shopkeeper, not you.
To be clear, Hans decides that Tempest will guide him to where he needs to be in this town. So he sets off, not sure where he's going.
Okay.
He lets the party know that he's going to pursue the faith.
All right.
Well, that's going on. I suppose I'll be wandering around. I mean, we don't really have much to do until this festival, so Guess I'll try to see if I can figure out where this shut-in guy is.
Should we not find a place to stay as well?
Ah, we got that blue water inn I think we need to find.
Right. Maybe we should agree to all meet up there at a certain time before the festival?
Festival is in 3 days.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll just meet there tonight.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all want to take a arena to the church or something? I mean, I can go with her.
That's very thoughtful of you. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. At least make sure that they know that she's here.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are taking Irina to the church.
Yeah, I'll go with them. I'm not in any rush to go and do these little non-important investigations. It's more important to take care of what we actually came here for.
Okay. So it's pretty easy to just, find the church. You don't have to make any rolls or whatever. When you arrive, the church seems to be centuries old. It's slouching a bit, has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked and stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps among the graves.
Man, they sure don't pay much in upkeep in this place.
Nope.
They need to pass around the tithe plate more often, I reckon.
As you enter, you see a priestly man is giving a bit of a sermon, just ending. Just ending as you enter. The 6 or so residents all turn to look at you. You are all clearly strangers. Odd pair, odd group.
Henry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I say Henry will give him like his toothiest smile and like wave at him.
The priest sort of laughs. Ah, come in. Are you you're clearly new here? You followers of the Morning Lord?
I'm more of a Mistara guy, but I appreciate a sunrise.
Oh, we don't have a Mistra here. Just the faded calls of the Morning Lord. But please come, sit down. How can I help you? Welcome to Velaki. My name is Father Lucian Petrovich.
Oh, I'm Henry, and this is my buddy Corvain, and I'll allow the other two to introduce themselves.
My name is Irina. I was the burgomaster's adopted daughter in Barovia. They asked me to come here for protection from the Double Strahd. And you all were escorting her, I assume?
That's right.
Well, this place could not be safer. This church is hallowed ground. Our Saint Andrel, his bones are buried here. Keeps the devil from entering this place. So I'm more than willing to take her in and keep her here. But I would ask a small favor.
What's that?
Well, the the boy who keeps the graves, Milovaj, he's been missing. Well, he hasn't been here for a few days. He has to jump to work. I believe something to do with the orphanage. If you would help him solve whatever issue is there, so we can get back here, I would greatly appreciate that.
Father, this is kind of off topic, but I heard tales of a monastery further to the west. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, it's they were the forefront for attacking Strahd. I have not heard much from them in many weeks.
You called this the gravekeeper a boy. Is it possible he just found a lover and decided keeping graves isn't his cup of tea anymore?
Well, no, he has I guess a connection with the orphanage. He he grew up there, so he has a I don't want to say fondness for children, but he likes to keep it running smoothly. So whatever's been happening there, it's taking his attention away from this job.
Could you make us some holy water?
There's a basin. You are more than welcome to take from it.
Hey, thank you.
Irina turns to the party and bows her head slightly. Thank you so much for bringing me here. I know it wasn't. I'm sorry I can't pay more, but um, if you ever need anything, just ask me. My brother and I will be happy to help you.
Too kind of you. I don't think we really did this for money anyway. We're just kind of getting our bearings and trying to get out of here.
I enjoyed your company.
Thank you. It was definitely interesting to travel. Not nearly as dangerous as I was meant to believe.
After that, I'll be just chatting with Henry as we leave. Yeah, that weird thing about, bones being holy and that's what's keeping him? Think that has anything to do with this whole gravekeeper missing?
I mean, it's pretty common to keep the bones of saints in most churches or cathedrals. I mean, that
Well,
didn't set off any red flags for me.
no, 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 not that part. But the fact that, there's bones keeping him away and now there's some kid missing that's the gravekeeper. Like the one that would probably have access to that stuff.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just think this is just the irresponsibility of youth. I think we're gonna find this guy laid up in a tavern somewhere. I don't think I don't think any real
Yeah,
trouble is gonna come out of this.
yeah, probably right. Let's might as well check on it though. We did kind of promise.
Yep, yep, yep.
So where is this orphanage at?
On the other side of town.
Wonderful.
You guys are feel free to just explore the rest of the town. You just sort of tell me where you want to go, and
Well, on the way over, I noticed this Blinksy Toys shop. It looks like there was a doll that we had that was from there. I think.
Well, I got 1 gold in my pocket, and I don't really want to spend it on a doll.
Nah, I actually don't care much for it either. I just remember that we had that old crazy lady that was thinking that this doll from there was somehow relevant. Anyway,
Oh,
let's go on to the orphanage.
you think the toy maker kidnapped her kid?
Highly doubtful. I think that she was probably taken by, the undead that have been swarming.
I think she ran away. That's my knee-jerk reaction.
It's possible. Either way, same fate. She's probably dead.
I sure hope we don't have to end up killing her like that priest's son. That left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. No. It's what happens when you open doors. Anyway, let's get off to this orphanage. If we see anyone, know on the way.
What is everybody else doing?
I remember, like I said, I'm walking through town looking for a Tempest to guide me. I don't know if I roll something for something to stand out to me or something, but
I'm following him.
Okay.
which is
got a bad feeling.
it's a good idea because this guy is optimistic that Tempest is going to lead him exactly where he needs to be, exactly when he needs to be there. So Hans is holding his head high, happily
Mm.
walking through this town.
Okay.
Anything I need to roll at all, or just keep walking?
Nope. I will tell you where you end up.
Okay, sure.
Tempest leads you to a mansion. Has walls, plastered stone that display many scars where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors.
Is there a gate blocking me from entering?
Nope. You see people coming and going from the mansion.
Coming and going. What kind of people?
Yep. They look like some look like servants, some look like villagers,
Interesting.
some look like people dressed nicely.
Okay. And Paramount
So,
with me, right?
so essentially, he's like God of brawls and fighting. Send me somewhere. And now he's probably found Fight Club.
That would have been great, but we can't talk about it. Anyway, okay, so Param is with me, right? That's who came? Who
I
said
believe
they?
so.
Okay. Okay, so I stop one of the peasants or whoever is the lower class people who's walking in and out, maybe a
Okay.
servant, and I ask them, what's going on in there? Who is this? House is this?
So the man you stop is carrying a bundle of twigs. Goes, oh, we're getting ready for the festival of the Blazing Sun. This is the burgomaster Baron Vargas Velikovic's house.
Ah, the burgomaster lives here.
Oh
Interesting.
yes.
Would he seek an audience with anyone who enters?
Yes. His house. Everyone is very happy here. He wants everyone to feel as if we're his equal. So his doors are open during the day for all to come. His wife often holds like a tea party type. Feeds us, bread and cheese and tea and the like. Very good man.
He certainly seems like it. Very well. I think I should go meet this burgomaster. I gesture to
What
Param.
are you wearing? Just out of curiosity.
I'd be wearing my chainmail and Still have my mace and my shield, I guess. Not in hand, but I guess tied up.
Okay, as you sort of, so you enter the main hall. You see framed portraits adorn the walls of the grand foyer, which features a wide staircase with a sculpting railing. A long carpeted hall attached to the foyer stretches almost the length of the mansion and has several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against the walls.
Seems like they're making quite the fire. Seems fitting for a fire festival. I guess I'll walk down the hall and go to the big door, I guess. The one at the end. Do I see anyone inside?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm going to switch us so I can give you a map.
Burgomaster? No, there are no burgers, Ark. I mean, Stefan, whatever.
I'm gonna find this burger master. I'm going to. He's gonna make me a burger. I'm not about this life.
Apparently he will. Seems like that kind of guy.
It's Hans and Param.
Yeah, like I said, I've been playing my character wrong. He's been way too reserved. So,
What do you need me to roll?
Nothing. I was just making sure those are the two people that were here.
oh, okay, so I guess I pictured this a little bit incorrectly anyway. Okay, so I'll walk inside.
Good.
And what do I see? Like, exactly what I see here, I'm guessing, but people-wise.
Mostly just peasants walking in and out carrying bundles of sticks. You hear the sounds of voices maybe coming from this room over here.
Okay, I'll walk on down, check him out. Open the door. Assuming there's a door. And
Okay.
what did I walk in on?
You open up the door. A chandelier of wrought iron fitted with wax candles hangs above a polished wooden dining table. Around the table are seated 8 women of various ages in comfortable high-backed chairs. They wear faded clothes, drink tea, and devour cakes, while a 9th woman, well-dressed and very pleased with herself, circles the table and talks excitedly about the decorations for the impending festival.
Ah, ladies! Are you planning this
Oh,
festival? Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, that's my husband. Are you here on his request? I'm Lydia. I'm his wife.
You're the Burgomaster's wife?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not here at his request. I am here at the request of my Lord Tempus. I was simply journeying with my companions. We have delivered a lady to the church, but aside from that, I thought I would just, give a look around town, see what's going on with this festival. Brought me here. This Burgomaster sounded like a really interesting and nice guy. I thought I'd meet him.
Oh yes, he's very kind. He wants everyone to be happy here. We're all very happy.
It would seem so.
Hopefully someday we will we'll be able to leave this place. Once there are a few vagabonds who don't believe the Baron's words. But they're holding us back. But eventually, they will all come to terms with what the Baron has foreseen.
I glance at Param. And what has he foreseen?
Once everyone in this town believes in happiness, and we will leave this place and go to our old home.
Where's your old home?
Well, she's gonna try and she's gonna try and make a deception roll.
Okay, so
to-
above table.
I see you rolling deception. I know you're lying.
So above table. This is a cult. Okay. We just walked into a cult, guys. Awesome.
Interesting.
Guys can go ahead and roll a insight check.
I wonder what's in those damn cakes.
Okay. Ooh, I have a good insight score.
And dice, right? Cool.
Oh, I got a 10.
All right, I'm stupid. Inside, but I'm wise. 18.
All right, Perrin, you seem to think she knows exactly what she's talking about. It sounds like she believes herself to be from another realm, like another world, and that she's trapped here by the Devil Strahd. But if people channel their happiness, because he's a curse, the curse will lift, and they will be teleported back to their home world, which she does not name a single time.
I politely explain that she is wrong.
Yes, Henry, or no, sorry, Hans. She's not lying. This is what she truly believes.
Yeah, no.
But she isn't. It almost sounds like she's parroting what her husband might say, and that while she sounds very enthusiastic and that she believes it, somewhere deep down she doesn't quite believe it, but she doesn't want that to come across.
Yeah. Being the politely stupid guy that I am, not really reading the room properly. Like, my character understands what's happening, but he doesn't understand discretion, so he's just gonna go ahead and explain to her that she's wrong. To which I expect some gasps, I assume.
Yes, they all look at you. Param, you disconnected? When you come back, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Okay, I'm just waiting to reconnect to Steam.
Basically, how I explain it is, you want me to roll for you, or are you good? You can wait, it's fine.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Alright, sure. I'll roll one of your dice, because they're yellow and they're special. That's a 16 on the dice. I would never roll that, so good job.
Okay, what check was it?
Perception.
Oh, deception, you say?
No, perception.
Oh,
Per.
I got an 18.
And basically how I explain... Oh, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you see a very, what's his description? A very proud, tall-looking man. He's kind of sort of he's thin. He has 2 dogs following him, and he's looking at you curiously. And then, Hans, go ahead and say what you're about to say.
I'm sorry, my lady, but that is simply incorrect. You see, that's not how it works at all. Um, I'm not sure above table, like how the afterlife works exactly.
Hans,
Uh,
Hans, there's a guy. I'm gonna reach over and nudge him.
okay. Um, so yeah, so I just basically explain that really quickly, and when he budges me, I'll be like, yes, what is it, Param?
There's a guy like right here.
There's guys everywhere.
How dare you, sir? I don't know who you are, but I will not have the beliefs questioned in my own house.
Well, that doesn't sound very happy to me at all. You must be the
What?
burgomaster.
Hans,
What? It's
don't
supposed
be
to be a
so
happy
rude.
place.
Don't
I'm
be
just-
so rude.
How? You? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am but a faithful servant of my Lord Tempus, a cleric. I am with my companions.
There is no such thing as Tempest here.
I agree. There's also no such thing as what you're talking about, but that's why I had to say something. It's just not true. Happiness
You
will not
are
cure a curse.
outside. You don't know anything about what's going on here. I suggest you keep your mouth shut about things you don't understand.
Well, I certainly did not mean to offend you, sir. I had to let you know that you were wrong. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Let's not talk about religion or curses. My name is Hans. I extend a hand.
He doesn't shake your hand.
Oh, okay.
He's glaring at you.
Ah, they seem to have gotten off on a very wrong foot. Well,
Look, this town, this land is suffering under Strad von Zarovich.
I know. I fought
We
it myself.
are here. People need to be happy in this land for us to escape. If you start spreading your lies about that it's not how things work, we are going to have a very serious problem.
Oh, I don't.
Because I very much disagree in that this is how it will work.
Very well. I am not one to tell someone else what to believe. I am simply sharing what I believe. So I will not cause any trouble by spreading any word of this being nonsense. What I will do is say that happiness starts with a handshake, and I'll stick my hand out a little further.
He lets out a deep sigh, and he seems to be trying to calm himself down. Very well. She shakes your hand. I don't want to catch you spreading these false lies in my town.
Oh no, sure, your town.
This is your one and only warning. And he shakes your hand, and as soon as his hand touches yours, his like the anger and all that vanishes completely, and he's welcome to Valaki. Like, he doesn't say that, but it's kind of like that. Welcome to Valaki, and are you here for the festival? And are you going to participate?
Oh yes, for sure.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Param here will dance for sure. That's for sure.
I'll do a little jig.
It's quite the dance.
Fantastic.
We also have a bard with us. Yeah, I believe he'll play some music. Should have a grand old time.
Oh yes, if you wish to be part of the festival, we will. I'm more than happy to assign you a role. We're going to be burning a blazing sun, a wicker, to show that Strahd has no power here, and raise the spirits of the people.
Sounds like it will be wonderful. We will be here.
All will be well.
Well, I must tell you, from having fought Strahd ourselves, he's quite a nasty guy.
You've fought him
Briefly.
and lived?
Yes, and we intend to do so again, and hopefully we live and he does not. That's the general intention.
Well, there have been many who've tried, and many who've failed. I hope you will succeed, but I suspect your fate will be the same as all who have followed. I mean no offense. Strahd is a very dangerous monster.
Oh no, I agree. Which is why I whisper. Which is why I personally did not believe that happiness could solve it, but if you do, everyone is entitled to believe that. So, when is this festival again? In 2 days' time? 3 days?
His face darkens again. The festival will be in 3 days. I have much preparations to attend to. If you would excuse me, I have some things to do. Please see yourself out.
Oh, will do. Thank you. Very nice to meet you, Mr. Burgomaster.
Indeed.
I'll glance at
Yes.
Harriman and start heading out.
I get a quick bow and then I follow after.
Successfully pissed that guy off.
Why? You just have a bone to pick with everybody you meet.
We only had that one rule to follow here, which was don't piss off that guy.
Oh.
I mean, it could have gone worse. It could have gone a lot worse.
Hads could simply not allow that to pass. Of all guys, the cleric maybe should not have been the one to talk to him first.
Tempest led you to where you wanted to go.
Yep. Tempest took him to where the heresy was.
Yeah, we got to start a fight. That's Tempest for you.
I think we'll be alright with him. He doesn't like me. I don't think he has an issue with the party yet. He'd probably like the rest of you guys.
Steven, what are you up to? Ark?
How many mutes do I have on? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that.
What are you up to in this place?
I am with those gentlemen at the church. I thought I was.
Yeah, now we're heading towards the orphanage.
It was safer that way. I didn't want to be around the Burgermaster, because I would have been ordering some burgers.
Half of the town should be checking their belongings right now.
Have you been pickpocketing anyone by chance?
That's an interesting question. The answer is no, of course not.
Things fell into his pockets.
I would never do that.
He did find some misplaced shinies.
Okay. Param and Hans, where are you guys headed? I know the rest of the party is headed to the orphanage.
Do we know before we left where they said they were going?
They said they were going to the church.
I thought we agreed to meet up at the inn at the end of the day or something.
Yeah, we did.
You did.
So if it's close to that time, then that's probably where I'll head.
It's probably about like late afternoon or so.
Nah, I'll take a stroll through the town, but basically I'll just head to the tavern. To the
Okay.
wherever I sleep.
Can Henry stop at a different general store and try to sell a spell book?
There's only one general store.
Can I put like a fake mustache on? Or I know. I'm gonna transform myself into like a halfling that like looks like Captain Crunch. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna try and sell my spell book.
Your spell book to the general store?
I mean, I guess a library would be more appropriate, or a bookstore.
There's an apothecary.
Yeah, I'll head over there. I guess I won't need my disguise.
You had a disguise?
All right.
I turned myself into a halfling.
Oh.
Hello, welcome to the Hans Vadu Apothecary.
Hey, nice to meet you, man. Woman.
Man, it's a man.
Okay. I got some stuff here.
Okay.
I'll show them the spell book, the alchemist fire, and a handful of wolf's teeth, and 14 candles.
Well, I would be most interested in that alchemist fire.
All right. What could you do for me on that?
Well, I have a few tinctures that will healing poultices and the such for your journey, for your travels. Obviously, you're not from around here. I can tell by the way you're dressed. I could trade you some powdered silver. Perhaps you wish to silver your weapon.
Yeah, I'm more of a shoot fire from my eyeballs kind of guy.
Oh yes. Well, wait. I have some scrolls here. He sort of rummages around in the in the back, and he comes out with some parchment, some paper.
I was very interested in those health potions you mentioned earlier.
Oh yes, of course. I can. He pulls one off the shelf and sort of hands it to you. Looks like a yellowish liquid. Doesn't look like a healing potion.
What's it do?
Oh, it'll heal you.
Can I do like an Arcana check or something? Or
Yep.
I'll make one too since I'm there, but I'm not buying anything, so I really don't.
Okay.
care. 10.
I got a 13.
Um. $13. Nope, that is not enough.
Those spell scrolls you mentioned. What spells are they?
Oh, there are ones that I have one that causes energy to shoot out of your finger, and I have one that will bless bless you. Yes.
I didn't say.
Could we just like just do like a monetary exchange, like just hard cash?
Well, I suppose, but it's much more interesting trading, don't you think? Trading goods.
Well, I mean,
The stores here are so expensive. They the general store he charges an arm and a leg for everything there.
well, I'm just saying, I have a cleric friend to like keep me alive, and my friend here, his weapon is magic, so it doesn't need to be silvered, and I already have the magic flowing through my veins. I'm just not seeing what you got that I want.
Well, you see, what I don't know a lot about magic, but I do know this is that you know if you cast a spell from the scroll, it doesn't use up your Glorvirden,
Um,
your magic.
I glance at his scrolls. Do I know what they do?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'll take a quick look over.
19.
These.
I don't have any idea.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
You got a 9. To you, they look like spells. They will work perfectly, and nothing will go wrong.
Oh, scrolls. Interesting.
Henry, they look weird. It's not. It's definitely magic missile, but there's something you just can't quite put your finger on. But it's not gonna cast like just by looking at it, it's not gonna cast like a normal magic missile.
Did you make these scrolls yourself?
Oh yes, yes, I did.
Hey man, I'm gonna keep your patronage in mind, but I'm gonna come back another day. All right.
Oh, all right then. Well, I saw that you had alchemist fire. I also sell alchemist fire. If that's something that would interest you, no one else has it here. Powdered silver too for your weapons. There are were creatures about in the woods. Never never feel too safe without your silvered weapons. Anyways, yes, just passing that along.
I'll let my martial minded friends know about your offer.
Excellent, thank you.
Whenever we get back on the street, I'm gonna tell Corvain, I think that dude was a charlatan.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I never really cared what he had in there to begin with, but if it's all fake, then what's the point, right?
Yeah. If we had more time, I'd want to come back and tar and feather him, but we're in a bit of a rush. Let's get out of here.
But I don't think that's a good idea in this case. I mean, this ain't our town, and they do have this whole be happy business. We were told not to mess with this burgomaster, so I doubt we should tar and feather his folk.
Is tar and feathering
I
a
mean,
normal thing where y'all are from? Because I've never heard that term
Racist.
What?
I mean, it dates back to the Crusades.
I just didn't know it was a thing, but it makes sense. Okay, cool. Cool.
Okay. So, I'll give you guys
Okay.
Hans and Param. Because give me a perception check. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Sure.
19.
Oh, jeez, 21.
Wait a second.
Four.
Perception, right?
Yep.
17. Still can't type, by the way, because, 17.
Oh yeah. Stupid.
That's 15.
Seems like 21 is the best we got.
I'm promoting you all now.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and set yourselves up on the battle map right here. Hans and Param.
Okay.
Right here in this blank.
Cool.
You guys are basically walking, in the middle of town. Where are you guys headed? Are you headed toward the inn? Are you headed toward orphanage?
I'm just following Hans.
I'm going to the inn, basically, at this point. It's like
Okay.
late afternoon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody else was headed toward
The orphanage.
orphanage. You guys are going to be on that side. And Param and Hans, you guys are headed west this way. Hans, you see a couple guards are tailing you.
A couple guards are tailing us. I say to Param.
What do you mean a couple guards are tailing us?
I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward.
Okay, but why?
I assume it's the burgomaster does not like me very much.
It sounds like I should go away.
What? Like you should.
I don't have a bone to pick with these guys.
Huh?
I think everybody being happy is a great. I love it that everybody's so happy.
I'm
I
saying
call
that as
out
loudly as possible.
loudly. Yes, I'm yelling it. I'm so happy living here.
I join in. Happiness is the cure to everything. Cancer, disease, Strad.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
And I clap,
Everybody's staring at you.
which is
I
happily
do a little.
being happy.
I do a little jig. Yeah.
We can't be happy now. So yes, I basically ignore
So-
that and I keep walking.
In front of you. Whoops, it's the wrong character. In front of you, sorry, everybody else, you all hear Hans and Param are basically singing very loudly. Are you happy? Clap your hands.
And then clapping our hands. Because we're happy. Duh.
They go mad.
No, we're just happy. Because I've accepted
Uh,
that happiness
Every
is my Lord and
time.
Savior.
I get a little louder every time I see another guard.
So as you're sort of walking down the street. You know, the two guards are clearly tailing you from behind. If you sort of look down, you know, like a side street, you see two more guards. They're staring at. They're not staring at you, but they're moving with you, and they seem to be converging in on you.
Okay.
Up in front of you, you see a really ugly, a big ugly man with a giant greatsword. He seems to be waiting for you to approach him.
This seems like a very friendly town after all.
Don't antagonize him. Promise me.
What, and me?
Promise me.
I got kicked out. Hold on. Can't make promises out of the game. Remember, Tempest never backs down from a fight.
Oh my god.
Poor choices.
Warlocks do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the one that thinks they made the worst choice is not Hans at the moment. It's
Yeah.
Heroin. I think I'm going to follow this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
Perhaps should have went somewhere else.
So I'll shout up ahead. Is there a problem?
Yes. The Baron has, and he sort of says it loud enough for the because by now that the townsfolk are definitely like paying attention to you, giving you like, you know, raised eyebrows. You guys were just like singing, you know, very loudly. It's very weird for them. The Baron has deduced that you are spies of the Devil's Strahd.
Excuse me. How could we be spies? I am a cleric of Tempest. Does that seem like a spy of the Dark Lord to you?
You know what? I'm not a spy either. But I did just meet a guy who said he's a spy and he went that way. I'm gonna point in a random direction. Said he's real good with that devil guy.
I assure you, we are no allies of Strahd. In fact, we are grave enemies of Strahd.
Well, I don't really care about that. The Baron has ordered your arrest for sowing discord in the town.
Can't you see how happy we are?
Wait, the Baron, not the Burgomaster, right?
The Baron is the Burgomaster.
Oh, okay.
He's the he's his official title over the town is Burgomaster. He calls himself Baron Vargas. He considers himself to be like high nobility.
Okay.
We had a kick out.
Yes, a few of you have dropped.
So then why not just arrest us at the house? I'm so confused. We had a perfectly good conversation, and we were told that we would join him at the festival. This seems very dishonorable.
He didn't want to start a ruckus in front of his wife. Anyways, you two are you're going to surrender your weapons and leave town immediately. At this point, the guards have gotten a little bit closer.
If we must leave town immediately, I see no reason to give up our weapons. I'm not just simply handing over my things to you. That seems entirely unnecessary. I will leave.
Well, this goes two ways. You give us your weapons, and we escort you outside, or We make a show of what happens to the spies of Strahd in front of the townsfolk, and then we dump your bodies outside.
I don't have any weapons.
Well, we'll be taking your valuables, whatever we deem
What?
necessary.
So you're going to rob us and kick us out, not even
These
allow us to.
guys went from security to burglary.
I know, right?
It's awesome.
Yeah. Talk about. You can see this as clear as day. I don't think you're here from the Burgomeister.
And how far away is the party? Like, where's the orphanage or wherever they're heading?
So party definitely hears the singing has stopped, but I like
Oh, so they
I
can
don't
hear
know what
us.
the rest of them are doing.
I'll probably be grumbling a little bit, and I think we better go look after the fools.
Okay,
well.
above table. Do we want to stay in this town, or are we okay with leaving?
I think we probably want to stay.
Because I have an idea for a distraction, but like, it's gonna be a distraction.
Isn't the plan just to drop the girl off here? Like, what else we doing?
Well, there's all sorts of stuff in this town.
Because you know
They
Hans.
were singing "If You're Happy and You Know It," right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get the tune correct on my lute.
Does he start playing it? Because we'll start singing it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, if you guys were singing it, then
No,
it's gonna be stuck in my head.
but Hans is now offended. Like, he's like it's all above table. He's offended. Like, now you're trying to. First of all, he's offended because he hates Strahd for toying with them, right? Like,
Yeah.
so he's offended by the fact that you're calling him a friend of Strahd. Offended by the fact that you were backhanded enough to send these guards this way. And then that you want to rob him of his possessions instead of just not kick him out. So he's not backing down, guys. If you guys want to stay, you're going to have to, like, I don't know, save me somehow. I'm going to be thwomp.
How many people are around Henry?
How many people?
Yeah.
Not like it's not like a bustling city, but there's a fair number of people.
Is there like a side alley I can go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick up this. Here, I'll make another marker.
So that's what surrounded looks like. Interesting.
Yeah. Henry's gonna go down a side street. He's gonna glance around to see if he's alone.
So these guys are about here, the Hans and Param. You guys are probably over here on your way to the orphanage.
Okay. Henry's gonna go down a side alley and like glance around to see if anybody's watching him.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt into a thatched roof.
Boy, oh boy.
You were with the rest of the party, right?
And according to the spell, it ignites any flammable thing not being worn.
I'm actually just moving up just to see what's going on, but I'm not going to be acting like I know the people, so I'll just see what's going on. I doubt I'm going to be very close for a little while, though.
Like, am I legit purploid?
You're what?
Am I purple?
Yes. Could be whatever color you want, though.
Okay, after that, Henry's gonna run down a different side passage.
And light another roof on fire?
Well, first he's gonna glance around to make sure he's alone again.
Just don't kill innocent people.
Go ahead and make a stealth check. Actually, go ahead and make a perception check.
Who? Everyone?
Nat 20.
Henry, Stephen, and Cormaine. So that house you just lit on fire, like the roof,
Yeah.
it really starts, like it catches fire pretty quickly, and you hear cries of alarm from inside the house. What the hell is going on? Everybody's got kicked off.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
But-
clearly, Tabletop Simulator has no love for arsonists.
No.
You hear cries of alarm inside.
Well, as I hear that, I'll be like, "Oh God, there's a fire!" and I'm going to be running towards it.
Okay.
Henry has shot another firebolt into a different roof.
Okay.
Fire festival starting early, guys.
This is. What's your alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Okay.
And
That's
then
actually
Henry is going to run down the street. He's going to say, "Fire! Fire! God damn it, a fire!"
No, I got kicked off.
That's not good.
I'm trying to
Something
make
is
it.
definitely happening with Tabletop Simulator.
No, it's not
I'm
So
just us.
apparently, Steam has an update.
Yeah, everyone got kicked. It's saying in the general chat. You may be entitled to financial compensation. No.
I'm
No,
going to
you're
take this opportunity to take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll hold up for a sec while we get this figured out.
Yep. BRB.
Maybe just update your Steam before you go. That might help. Oh, this update's kind of cool.
Is it the summer sale?
Yeah. You get like all the portrait stuff, and I might buy some of this stuff. Why not, right? Like I have 8,000 points apparently.
Damn. Wish I had 8,000 points.
How much do you have?
2.
2 points?
Gerald had
Oh,
Gerald had
Jesus.
50,000.
I have 11,000, but
What the hell?
I don't even know how they work or what they do.
I
All
had
your money.
25.
All Kari's money went into talisman. That's what happened. He only spent money on talisman.
Oh, maybe that's true, yeah.
Because I bought games on Steam. Over time, I guess. I like that you don't have to do it during the sale. Like, that's good. It's like a reward rather than a money-making scheme. But yeah, I don't know what to get. I'm gonna get a portrait, but I kind of like all the portraits. The portals.
The whole border was too expensive for me to buy.
No, that's
Like the avatar frames and stuff.
The one that makes you gold.
I have. Oh, the summer golden profile.
Yeah.
I could get that, I guess. I have no idea what any of this stuff in Steam does, so.
it doesn't do anything. It's just like a border for your profile picture. I wonder if it'll show up in tabletop.
I don't know.
It's an animated frame background, mini profile background, and profile color theme.
We'll give it a try.
I don't want to spend 5,000
We'll
points on that
test
though.
it.
It only lasts 30 days from the time of purchase though.
Oh, disconnected again.
So I'm not getting that golden profile. That's only for 30 days.
Oh, I went on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I just.
Sure. I'm just buying stuff. Why not?
I'm trying to play Henry like a cross between Han Solo and Mr. Pink from Reservoir Dogs.
I don't know who Mr. Pink is.
I don't know what
He was Steve Buscemi's character.
I still don't know who that is.
Oh, he was basically a mercenary who only cared about getting paid. He was just real professional. Like he didn't let like morality interfere with his payday.
Gotcha. All right, the game is back up when you all are ready.
Oh, there's a flip the table profile background for Tabletop Simulator. That's funny. Let's see if the profiles show up on the game. I don't think it will.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, too much. Especially
The
since
profile picture shows up in the game, but not the cool border or anything.
yeah, that's all animated. It would never show up. Sucks.
Well, I took this time to change your characters from player pawns to actual figurines again.
I was just gonna say I'm so looking forward to like being badass hands, not pawn on a chessboard hands.
Yeah, especially since this may be the last time you get to be that.
Oh yeah, I'm dead. I am so dead, but I am optimistic about not dying.
Look, there are so many times I thought Thwomp was dead, and he's like a cockroach, you can't get rid of him.
Actually, I have a good idea. It's a base attempt, but it might do something.
Oh well, is it gonna
Hit
happen
him with
before
a
I
shoe.
attack these guys? Should I not attack these guys? Because he's gonna attack these guys.
It's possible. Well, the fire's just started, so
Yeah, fair enough. Do we notice the fire?
Not yet. It was pretty far away.
Also, there are two of them.
if they're still pretty far away, then I can't do anything. I'm going over to try to help with the fires. At least to help with the people trying to get out.
Yeah, these are definitely civilian homes that have been set on fire.
I'll be rushing over and opening the door.
Okay.
Hey. Folks, get out! There's a fire. Guards!
Eventually, a couple guards are gonna come over, and none of these guards come over, but
That's fine.
two others come over and start helping you escort the people out and trying to figure out.
Got any water?
Oh, we have to. Not on us. There's a well. It's pretty far from here. Oh, jeez.
It's
How
the
did
straw.
fire start? Did you see him?
I don't know. I was just walking down the street and I saw this giant fire on the roof. It looks like there's another one down the street too.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm gonna have to go. He sort of sounds the alarm. He's sort of calling out for help. A couple of guards here notice, and the main guy takes a step forward. Look, you guys have been accused of being spies of Strahd. We're gonna take your stuff because spies of Strahd don't get anything. Don't get to keep anything. Strahd is evil and horrible. You're bringing down the good work,
Please say
undermining
property values.
So what, sir?
Please say property values.
The property values are low.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish what he's saying.
Yeah. So, like I said, you guys can cooperate and you won't get your teeth punched in, or we can punch your teeth in, throw you aside afterward. But you kind of pissed off the Baron.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, I am not giving you my weapons. It is not happening. And I laugh at the fact that you think you will punch my teeth in. And if you do, I promise you, Tempest will find you. We are not.
Unlikely.
We are not spies of Strahd. We did not mean to offend. And we would like to leave freely with our items as we should. You can
I
accuse
asked
us
my
of-
friend, Shadowcaster, what's going on?
Well, there's these giant fires that just started. Not entirely sure how, and
Did I start them?
I don't think so. You were right here. Anyway, I think we may have had our other friends do something stupid.
Two of the guards from the back sort of wander off to go help deal with the spreading fires. Wordis, go ahead and roll me a D100. Just 2 D10s.
Is this a D10?
Yeah. Do you want that? So that was...
It's a 22.
All right. One of the houses beside the first house that you cast Firebolt on has now caught on fire.
Henry has turned himself into a halfling woman, and he's screaming, "My babies! My babies are in there! Help me!" And he's just running down the street, like, looking at anybody who looks like an authority figure, like, repeating that message.
This is amazing.
Whenever it comes to the second one that just caught fire, I'm going to try to just blast it with a chill touch to just knock away whatever fire is hitting it to see if that'll stop it.
All right.
I can't do anything about the big one, but I might be able to at least stop that one.
Roll your damage.
Very well.
Seems like the city's burning down around you and you're so preoccupied with kicking us out. Or more importantly, robbing us of our
6
items.
points.
Yeah, you put that point of fire out. The guards have sort of relayed, and they're going to grab basically buckets of water. The one guard that was near is like, keep doing that on the big one. Try and keep it under control.
On it.
While we
I'll keep at least it from spreading. So I'll be using the same thing on the outside, just knocking away whatever straw I can get from the top.
Okay. Guards can handle it. Look. Tell you what. You come with me to the Baron. You give a heartfelt apology. You give a donation to the festival. And maybe I'll reconsider
And what
you
exactly...
guys not being...
Like I said, when we left, we had a perfectly pleasant conversation, so what am I apologizing for? Not sharing his beliefs?
Well, look, you slighted him. Telling him, I don't need to repeat what you said to him. You
Indeed.
slighted him.
I did not
There's
slight him.
rules in this town. You did. He's a very... You gotta watch. You gotta watch what you say around here.
Better watch your mouth, boy.
Yeah, better watch your mouth. So you could go give a donation to the festival, and maybe I'll help you out a little bit. But you gotta give over your weapons and your stuff, and let me take you in.
So in addition, I'm saying this above table, so in addition to giving up the weapons, which I would have to do anyway if I was leaving town, I can pay more money to stay and still give up my weapons.
You're temporarily handing them over this way instead of permanently
Yes.
handing them over.
My other concern is I don't think I have that much money. Like any money. Let me see.
Doesn't have to be a huge donation, just a donation.
I'll look at Perim and ask him what he thinks.
I think we should give them some gold.
Seems like cowardice to me.
Here's the thing. I've got your back. You do what feels right, but I think we should give them some gold.
In good faith, especially since this town seems to be under enough trouble, as well as for the fact that I have not had a chance to speak with my companions on the matter, so it seems out of place for me to act rashly. As such, very well.
Give up your weapons. Lay down in the street. You're gonna... You can come see me at the toy maker tomorrow, and I'll give you your stuff back.
Okay, I'll do it.
Alright, so you drop your weapons, your gold. Not everything, but anything valuable.
So I really my weapons and my gold, unless he wants the armor too.
Does he want my gold cloak? That cloak made of man flesh?
No, he doesn't want your cloak.
But it's the most valuable thing that I own. It has some really good stats.
Okay, so it's a
Alright.
crossbow, a mace, a shield, crossbow bolts, and I think 10 gold.
Just
14.
your weapons and your gold.
Okay, well, 14 gold.
All right.
Yeah, I hand everything over.
Okay.
Did you let my
He takes it
companions
all.
know that we are being held?
Oh, you're not being held. You're free to go. You're not the people we were looking for.
That's good.
Okay, we better
So
do
we
this
can get
well.
our stuff tomorrow?
Yep.
Are you gonna lose it?
No.
Great.
Good. Tempest holds your word true. Can I get like a roll on it anyway?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, do insight.
Wow. One time I roll low, right? 13.
13. That is a tie.
Beats it.
It's
I don't know if that works the same for
I think it's
ability.
the other way on skills checks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Param, you wanna try? Or no?
Fair.
What?
Are you gonna try an insight check?
Just see
Oh,
yourself,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I suppose I can do that.
I don't think he is. He seems like a douchebag, but
It's a D12.
That's a D12. Where's my D20? Here it is. 18.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't believe it.
he tells me this, that you don't believe me.
Yeah.
They take your stuff and they're heading off.
We're never seeing any of that ever again.
Oh no.
We gotta find out where that guy lives. And I'm gonna
Um,
pull the hood up on my flesh cloak.
Yeah, I wanna follow them.
Yeah.
But not so they can see me.
Well, we're gonna figure out where that guy lives, and we're gonna break in. And I'm gonna interrogate him.
Oh, I'm gonna mortal interrogate him. But anyway, let's
Okay. Well, I wanna scare him first with my flesh mask. So,
I
like, I
will
haven't
be
gotten an opportunity to use it yet.
putting out the damn fire, but was put as a successful distraction from such a far distance away.
Yep. Eventually, as Param and Hans are following the guards, they make their way over to where the fire is.
Can I see Param?
Isaac
I mean,
begins casting. Seems to be casting a spell, filling a couple buckets up with water, and
do I see what's his name? Steven.
yes, you got. They're all because Corvain was helping keep the fire under control, so he was able to do that.
Well, I want to run up to Steven. And I mean, when they're busy, not noticeably.
Yep, you guys can go ahead and move yourselves together. You're together now.
So I'm just basically gonna go up to Steven and tell them that we were robbed, right, by those guys over there, and that they have our possessions. They also have some other really shiny things wherever they live, because they probably do this all the time. I think we should get our stuff back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You definitely should.
I don't care. Anyway, I'll be
Isaac,
continuing to put off.
Yeah, Isaac comes up to you, Corvain, goes, after the fires finally start getting under control with the water, goes, the city of Valaki thanks you for your service. How much gold did you guys give him?
I gave him 14.
I'll have to pull up my sheet. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Okay. Well, Corvain, you get 14 plus whatever Param decided to give up.
Do I
Well,
see
We had to
his-
give it all up, right?
He didn't search you. He gave whatever you would have given him.
I
So
see.
if you gave him like your coin pouch and that had all your coins in it, then you gave him all your coins. If you went and you counted it, I would need to have you make a sleight of hand check to try and hide the fact that you're keeping some coins for
Okay.
yourself.
I had 14 gold, and I just gave it over.
Okay.
sorry.
Corvain, you get 27 gold pieces.
Wonderful. I will look at the amount and I'll look at the roof because it's a mess.
That's the gold he just took from us.
I'll hand back over 10 of it. Hey, can you just put that towards getting some thatch back on there?
That's my gold.
Sure. We can do that. City of Valaki thanks you for your service. The Baron Vargas Valakovich, Burgomaster,
Oh, I've heard great things about him.
Would be pleased to meet the ones that were helping out his city in this time of dire need. There's also some spies of Strahd that I've been made aware of. If you see anyone suspicious, notify a town guard. You'll be rewarded for your service.
Keep my eyes out. Seems like there was a bit of that work going on with these fires, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to be investigating that.
That's a good idea. I suppose I should at least go pay my respects to the Baron.
Excellent.
And I'll motion over to Stephen. Hey, I think we should go over and pay our respects.
You guys are all together now.
Sure.
Oh, I missed the last 5 minutes of the conversation.
Oh,
I got disconnected from a Discord or something.
okay. So the fires are under control.
Dang.
But you successfully detoured the guards from laying a potential beatdown on Hans and Param by setting the town on fire.
Yeah,
The guards took Hans and Param's gold and mace and shield, and then he donated all 27 gold pieces to Corvain for helping keep the fire under control, and he was promptly given back 10 gold to help the roof. So you guys net lost 17 gold, and you now have a personal invitation, or Corvain has a personal invitation to go meet with the Baron. Hans and Param are moneyless and weaponless.
Did he not hear me yelling, "That's my gold"?
No.
Like,
I was a bit distracted with the whole thing.
Were you yelling it while he was there?
yeah, I was like, "That's my gold. I just gave it to him. I'm gonna hand it over."
Well,
He said he'd give it back to us tomorrow at the toy store.
then he still can.
I certainly hope he will,
He's not going to give us that back. We're never going to see that again.
and I will take it back.
Lost all my gold.
I will get it back for you.
Thank you.
So, I'll go ahead and turn around and say, okay, so what the devil is going on? Why did they have your money to begin with? It's not like you're the kind who just get robbed, you know.
Well, it turns out we're spies for the Devil's Strahd. So they took all of our...
Okay, and why are they accusing you of that?
Because
Well, that's because the Burgomaster is a very mean person.
Oh, so you said something stupid to the Burgomaster, did you, Perry?
No,
Nothing
I didn't
stupid
say
at all.
anything.
I
yeah.
simply
Oh.
informed him that his happiness will not rid the town of a curse. He did not
Okay,
like
so
it.
Hans said something stupid.
No, he said something
I'm
very
gonna-
smart.
It's not smart. It's true.
Yeah, but stupid. Anyway, I'll go ahead and hand the whatever I got left,
17.
17 gold back over to Perrin. Here, you split it out how you want.
Okay, I give it all to
To
Okay.
me. Oh.
Yeah. Not to you.
Well, since y'all did not exactly going to be welcome back at the Burgermeister, I suppose me, Stephen, and Henry will go there. If you want to go get your money back, that's fine. I'm sure we're going to be making more of it.
I don't care about my money. I care about my mace and my shield. I am defenseless without them.
Oh, you.
Here's the thing. I've got. these
I'll go
17
ahead and
gold.
grab my sword and shield that I still have and hand them to you. I don't need these. Just take them.
Ian, they're not mine.
Uh,
It's the principle of the thing.
I'm gonna give the gold that I got to Hans.
They robbed us in rare daylight for no reason. After we had a perfectly good conversation with the Burgermaster.
Well, let me explain something to you. What was the one thing we were told not to do right when we came into this town? Do you remember that?
Anger the Burgermaster, I suppose.
Yes, that was the one thing. The only thing you didn't have to do.
But I did
And
everything in my
what
power
did
to
you
make
do?
it okay. And he seemed fine
No,
when
you
we
didn't.
left.
You missed it.
Yeah.
You missed the whole point. He said, don't burger the Anger Master. And that's the most important thing to remember.
Yeah, listen to
Start to
Stephen.
finish.
Don't burger the Anger Master. That's exactly what it was. Anyway, Stephen, Henry, let's go ahead and meet with this guy.
Oh, sure.
I mean, let's give him some time to cool down. You know, let's check out the orphanage. You know, follow that lead.
Tell you what, if you wish to go check on that, I know that Hans and Perrin definitely have, nothing better to do, so it's definitely worth looking at. I'll meet you over there right after.
Look. We got 3 days till the festival. You know, let's let the Burgermaster just chill out a little bit, and let's just follow this other quest.
Well, you see, I actually think of it the other way. I'm thinking that we should probably go before he thinks that we're ignoring. Because, this just happened with the whole fire thing. We might as well strike while the iron's hot. I mean, he's thinking of us as heroes.
I mean,
Well-
above table, I just don't know if we should split the party again. You know.
I'll also point out that when Isaac was talking, it was very monotone, like it was like a rehearsed thing. The Burgomaster probably has no idea who you are and what you did. That's just...
Oh, well, in that case, if it sounded like it was just one of those things, then yeah, let's go over to the orphanage. We can deal with the whole situation tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill that man.
So you're all going to the orphanage, or is that correct?
No, and I am forcing my sword and just a regular long sword and shield onto Hans' head, just so you have something for now.
I appreciate it. It's very kind.
Yeah, don't worry
Point
about it.
out there is a blacksmith here in town.
Yeah, we could get you some like chainmail.
I still have my chainmail. He just won't back down from the fight.
Look, man, on our way out of town, we'll burn down the guards' barracks, but like, let's just stay on task here.
Sure, as soon as I get my rightfully mine back.
Steven starts making notes of all the things he's got to do.
Yeah, let's get to this orphanage.
All right.
What's going on? We did kind of make a promise there. Me and Henry did, at least.
So, just give me 1 second. Just pulling up my notes here. All right. So you guys arrive at St. Andrew's Orphanage. As you sort of enter the building, just like most of the other buildings in this place, it's sort of run down and, you know, it's definitely been like wearing out over the years. As you open the doors, you don't really hear the sounds of, you know, the normal sounds of like children. It's very quiet and somber. You see a woman dressed in fairly fine clothes. She looks to be in her early 50s. She has gray streaked brown hair up in a tight bun and fine wrinkles around her mouth. As you sort of walk in, she greets you with a stern but confident, "Hello there. Can I help you?"
Yeah, we were actually sent here from the church. Said that there was some concerns that y'all had, and that there was a lad that often goes over to check on the graves that hasn't been showing. They were a little concerned, so we're coming to check in.
Oh yes, Milovaj. He's he's been trying to a few children have gone missing a few nights ago, disappeared. He's been trying to hire some help. Unfortunately, he fell into a catatonic state. And we've been he felt very ill, and you know, just a day ago, and he's sort of been unresponsive since then. He's laying in a bed. Fortunately, I just haven't had the time to go inform Father. Oh my God, what's his name? Father Lucian. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to inform him of his missing worker. Perhaps I could hire you all to help me. The wolf hunters, they refuse to go out at night outside the town. The children have been missing for 3 days. I fear the worst, unfortunately. But I need to know. I have 100 gold pieces to offer you. If you could help me find them.
I'm gonna be frowning and looking at the others and say, I mean, I've heard of new lows and stuff. Are we really gonna be taking money from the orphanage?
Yep.
So be it.
I am nodding. I would not take money from orphans. The orphanage? That's where I draw the line.
Well, at the very least, we can take a look. Do you happen to have any idea where they might be?
Honestly, I don't. There's an old. I've sort of heard rumors of an old lady stealing children in Barovia.
Oh, that's right. We heard some of that too.
It could be related to that. There's also werewolves prowl the forest. You know, they. I suppose they might have been able to sneak out children. I don't know. I don't really know.
The gates are like, I mean, the walls are 20 feet tall. I mean, none of the guardsmen saw a wolf man jump over it.
I mean, like I said, it could be that the children snuck out through the gate outside the walls. Well, the walls aren't airtight. Sure, there are passageways to sneak in and out of, and they could have taken them while they were outside.
I mean, if the guards can't keep the children in, how are they going to keep the devil Strahd out?
I don't know that the guards are to blame. Honestly, children are children. You tell them not to do something, and they do it. They do it anyways. It's very I'm here alone. I have a helper, but he's been busy doing other things. I can't keep an eye on all the children. It's just a possibility. I don't know.
Can we take a look at this comatose guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind if we have a look around. We might find some clues. Maybe they had some sort of like random plot to escape or something. You never know with these kids.
Okay. So, yeah, she says that's fine. You can definitely take a look around. She's going to lead Henry to where Milovaj is currently laying. He is laying on a bed. He is heavily like sweating. Looks like he has a serious fever. He's mumbling a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be like awake. It's just he's mumbling, incoherently. You can go ahead and do a medicine check.
Okay. 5.
He looks really sick.
I think he has ghosts in his blood. That's my official prognosis.
Ghosts?
Yes, his blood is haunted.
Well, do you know how to cure it?
Where I'm from, we would use opium and wine, but it proves ineffective. But hey, it's a good time.
Wow.
Anyone else want to roll a medicine check?
I mean, I'm not
Sure.
really going to pay much attention, but sure, I'll give it.
No, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
He looks really sick. He definitely doesn't look well.
I got a
If you
15.
just sort of, sorry, what?
I got a 15.
For the 15, you know of like it looks like he definitely has a fever, but it like looking him over, whatever is ailing him isn't like a typical like virus. It doesn't. It seems to be, you know, he has all the symptoms of a fever, but there's like when you go to like, you know, touch him, it's like he's ice. It's like a cold sweat, right? It's not really. I don't really know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's right.
He's acting got a fever, but he's not
There's
hot.
something weird about his condition. Like it's not just he's got a fever.
Cool.
I'm gonna splash some holy water on him.
He's wet.
The ghosts are strong in this one.
If you sort of look around the orphanage, there are about 24 children here. All of them look like they haven't slept very well. For like they all have bags under their eyes. A lot of them have bruises, like on their body. Go ahead and give me a perception check, just a general one as you're walking through.
I don't see nothing. Pretty.
20 minus, like you can't crit succeed on a
No.
skill check. Okay, so that's a 18.
Okay. That's enough. You notice as you're sort of just walking around, you go through like their, the bedroom. You notice there's a rune carved on the bed.
Can I do like an Arcana check on the rune?
Yep.
Uh, 9.
Doesn't ring a bell to you.
I'm gonna.
But they're on all the beds.
I'm gonna motion Corvain over. Hey, you know anything about this?
I'll take a quick look. What's going on?
There's a rune carved into the bed.
I'll take a quick look and investigate it. It's an arcane check?
Yep.
Probably not. I've got a 10.
Looks maybe what kind of who's your patron?
Bashada.
Is that-
It's the Hexblade. So it's the Raven Queen.
Okay. And you don't have like demon blood. Oh no, you're a
Yeah, I'm a Tiefling.
what's your heritage?
It would be Abyssal.
It's
Like-
abyssal.
So demonic.
Yeah. It's definitely an abyssal rune.
Oh, great. So there's some sort of demonic rune here. Guess we need to be looking at all these people. Looks like the kids are getting all, messed up around here too.
Henry's gonna ask one of the kids, hey buddy, who's been beating on you?
Oh, I don't know. I woke up with I woke up with a bruise. I don't know. I don't remember hurting myself.
Is it the one downstairs, the brunette lady?
Might be. She's awful mean sometimes.
I'm just going to shrug. Very likely, but I mean, we're not here to solve that. We're trying to figure out the missing kids. I don't care how strict the lady is on the whole.
Above table, Henry had a real rough childhood, and he carries a lot of that baggage around with him.
That's fair.
I'm just saying, like at a later date, me and me and the orphanage mistress might have a reckoning.
Totally
Czar,
fair.
they sort of finish putting the since you said you were following the guards, they finish like putting the fires out and getting people settled back in. Isaac and two of his guards, or sorry, the rest of the guards go back out to like the gates, toward the gates. Isaac starts heading toward the burgomaster's mansion.
Okay. Can I see who has the stuff, or like is it still him?
Isaac has the stuff, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll wait outside the burgomaster's mansion. Do I need to roll like a hide check or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll at disadvantage because there are lots of people coming in and out.
Okay. Pretty sure my height is low. What is it again? Stealth. Yeah, it's low.
Stealth, yeah.
Nope, 8. Not
8.
very well hidden.
A couple of the peasants kind of look at you like they don't say anything or do anything, but they definitely see you. Isaac probably sees you, but he just kind of ignores you and is looking to be heading into the house.
Is there somewhere I can, like, inconspicuously, like a tavern or something nearby? That I could, like, just lay low until he comes out?
You can pretend like you're shopping. There's like a market stall.
Yeah. I'll walk around and shop and whatnot for as long as it's not conspicuous.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. I'm just basically waiting for him to come back out, see if he has his stuff with him.
Okay. I'll come back to you in a second. All right, Wordus, what were you doing?
Oh, I was gonna ask the caretaker. Hey, what's with the demon runes upstairs?
I don't know. it. She's gonna do an insight check on you. And rolls really poorly. Why? How do you know they're demonic runes?
Oh, my friend is a half of a demon, and he told me about it.
Mm-hmm. We're going the right way.
I don't know if I. Okay. Does he know what they mean? I don't know why they're there.
You the one who beats on these kids?
I beg your pardon?
The bruises on the kids. You the one who put them there?
No, I do not beat the children.
That's good.
I don't know how
good.
I don't know how the bruises got there.
Okay. Well, I guess we best go werewolf hunting.
Look. Find the 3 kids, bring them back, and I will help you. And I will. You will have earned my trust, and I'll tell you what I know.
Have my money ready when I get back.
I'll be just looking around with the rest of the ones and just chatting with the kids. And so, how long have you all been here?
Oh, years. Felix, though, he's only been here a few months.
Ah, poor kid.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
He watched his parents got brutally murdered.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, poor kid.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's kind of keeps to himself. You know, he's You say
I
it's,
can't imagine anybody who would be, outgoing or anything after that.
Yeah, he said it was some kind of monster, but
That's terrible.
I don't know.
So where's this Felix kid at?
Oh, they'll point upstairs. He sits in the playroom, one of the playrooms. We don't really go in there. He kind of creeps us out.
It's fair. Oh. I'll just go over briefly, just to check on the kid.
Okay. You see him. He's he seems to be playing with some toys, kind of just keeping to himself.
All right.
He sort of looks up at you. He's got really dark eyes, like dark brown eyes. Oh, you're new.
New, red, horned, tailed, yeah. That's me. So, how's life been over here for you, kid?
Nah, it's okay.
I'm just gonna take a quick once over on him, see if this kid's all bruised up too.
He's not.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does look tired though.
Okay, so there's at least that. Still. So, what do you typically do over here?
Well, the mistress says that maybe I'll get adopted. I don't know if I really want to. Parents come and die. What's the
Certainly.
point? She's the other kids don't really like her. She's kind of stern, but I don't know. I was having fun with Milovaj, but he got sick. He's kind of just laying there now. He's probably gonna die.
Yeah, very likely at this rate. Anyway, we'll just checking in. If you need anything, we'll probably be around.
Excellent. I'll be here.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be leaving.
Okay.
As Henry is walking out the door, he's gonna turn and he's gonna say, "I grew up in a place very much like this one, and the people who ran it like to put their marks on children, much like you do." He's gonna roll up his sleeves and he's gonna show her the scars on his the inside of his elbows,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna say, then one day the people who ran that place, they just died. It was real weird. And then he's gonna turn around and he's gonna walk out the door.
Henry, I don't necessarily think it was her.
You can't be too careful with these types. I mean,
Yeah.
She doesn't really say anything. She just kind of like she's glaring at you, and she sort of whatever, and as you're leaving. Okay.
Well, I wish we should take a look at that windmill. Is that where we need to go to look at these kids?
Windmill sounds good. Tell me more.
Sure, I'll tell you some more. There was a deed to it. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. It's coming back now. Keep going.
Yeah, that deed's gone. It burned up.
That's really sad for the owner.
Yeah. You were the one with the deed.
Maybe
Wow.
maybe they kept a duplicate in the mill.
That was a twist.
Possible. Definitely something we could check on, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. He doesn't come back outside. Rather, how long do you wait? Sir?
Oh, sorry, I was talking. Can you hear me? Yeah. I said I would stay until it's no longer conspicuous. Like, I don't want to be obviously waiting outside for the guy.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm literally waiting until I see him again. So,
Okay.
I just want to know what my alternatives are.
I'll say eventually he does come outside again. Looks like he's just sort of doing his rounds. He's gonna stop, like close to you, like close by, and sort of look at you,
Hmm.
sort of approach you. It's like, I thought I made myself pretty clear.
About what?
I know you've been following me. What do you want?
I'm not following you.
You're following me. I
I'm
run the guards of the city. I know how it works. I know how things go.
I am simply maintaining a, you know, safety area to ensure that I know where my stuff is, so I can get it back tomorrow. That's all.
I said I would meet you at the toy store.
I
You know
believe
where
you.
that is?
I do not actually, but I'll find it tomorrow.
Good. So why don't you go about your business?
I have been happily
Quit
shopping right here.
butting in mine. No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I mean, I would if I had more gold, but window shopping is a great thing to do as well.
Well, your gold went to good use.
Oh, yes, I saw. Anyway, I'll see you at the toy shop tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'll walk off.
All right. He walks the other way.
Better have my stuff at that toy shop tomorrow. I'll go look for the party.
All right.
Did he have it with him, by the way, or did he seem to have left it inside?
He didn't have it with him.
I'm not gonna leave it there, though. Not stupid. Alright, cool.
All right. So you guys are heading
Me,
out toward the bone grinder. Is that correct?
I mean, what time is it by now?
Close at night,
Okay.
like early evening, 7-ish.
how far away is the bone grinder?
The bone grinder, if you look on the map, right there.
Doesn't
What
seem very far.
what time would it be if we started out now? Like, what time would we get there?
Probably close to 9. Probably couple hours, if that.
I'll be
I mean,
honest, it puts us at some manner of risk with Strahd and the like, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to be after us as much without Arena. And we know that those, you know, the ones that are supposedly kidnapping the kids are usually out at night. So it's
well, I
probably a
mean,
good time to go in.
yeah, yeah. Also, I would add, I mean, the longer we delay, the more likely the kids are going to be dead when we get there. So we should probably hustle our bustles.
That's fair.
All right. Are you guys going to follow the road, or are you going to cut through the forest?
Can we stop at a blacksmith and like get Hans a new mace?
Oh no, I have no interest in any mace.
Okay, never mind. We head out. We head out.
Okay.
At the very least, he's got a sword right now, so he'll at least have
Yes.
something.
Deeply appreciate being armed. Thank you.
Are you cutting through the forest, or are you following the road?
I'll leave that to the experts of travel. That ain't me.
So is it a longsword, by the way, or I just want to know what items I have.
It's a longsword.
Alright, thanks.
I mean, I'd like to follow the road personally.
I will tell you, it would cut a significant amount of time going through the forest, but more dangerous. Following the road is following the road. It'll take longer, but you're probably going to be safer.
It's up to y'all.
I don't mind sending some wolfmen to hell.
All right, so through the forest then.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I had this like really planned out in my mind, and then when it comes to like putting it out, drags
Okay.
on.
No plan survives contact with the enemy.
And by contact with the enemy, he means the players.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's fine, man. Everything's going cool.
AFK 1 second.
Yeah, sorry, just give me one moment. All right. Shiri, go ahead and roll me a 1d20.
All right, here it is. 11.
Okay. So basically, every hex in the forest is going to give you a 1d20 roll. So go ahead and give me another one.
All right, here we go. 5.
Okay. And another one.
1.
Okay. And one more.
12.
Jeez. Guess getting lucky. All right. Last one.
There you go. 18.
Okay. So now roll me a d12 plus a d8.
All right, here it comes. Total of 9. The d12 is a 6. The d8 is a 3, if it makes a difference.
Total of 9.
Yes, total of 9.
Okay.
Have we found any werewolves yet?
The stillness of night is shattered by a shriek of bats and the flapping of tiny black wings. Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
All right, mine's in chat. 18.
Wow, we all rolled real high.
Yeah. Getting it out of the way
Keeping
before we
good.
start rolling like nothing on hits.
We are thirsty for combat.
Yeah, we needed it.
All right, go ahead and position yourselves. Whoops. Wow, that's really.
Are we starting the combat now?
Yeah. All right, so sort of position yourselves in that you're sort of cutting through the brush. You're in heavy, pretty heavy, dense forest.
So I'll be in the front with Hans.
Sorry, I didn't roll initiative. Nat 20 for initiative.
Param and Larry are going to be at the inn.
All right.
Since they're not here. Okay. So first up is Hans.
Combat. Literally. We're gonna fight bats. Combat. Okay, what else?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You hear the sugar bats.
19 on the dice.
I've got a 16.
Oh shit. Google Chrome closed on me, sorry.
That'd be 11.
Okay. You guys see looks like a Valaki soldier is like walking towards you with haste. He's probably maybe 70 feet away. He's got glowing red eyes and a very, very massive sword.
The eyes were concerning until I saw the sword.
So first up is
Probably me.
Hans.
Question though, so I don't
The
see
bats
the
are
bats?
all in the sky.
Okay. So I can't hit them or
You
do
hear
anything.
the bats. They're definitely coming in. But they're not on the ground. They're in the air.
So did everyone see the guy coming? The guard?
Yes.
Okay, no need to announce that then. I guess I'll hold my action until I can see something. Actually, no. I'll cast, I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Cool. And that's me.
All right. Next is Steven.
Okay, what do I see?
You see a giant guy with a sword coming towards you. He's got glowing red eyes. He looks very unfriendly.
This guy behind us?
Yes.
Okay.
You hear the shriek of bats. You don't see any of them yet. Just as I'm sure you guys can figure it out, but bats are known as the like Strahd spies.
Okay.
Being from the South, it saddens me that I have to kill bats.
What are you
That
rolling?
is stealth.
Okay.
That's a 24.
All right. You were well hidden.
Okay. And then I hold my action. I ready my weapon. Short bow.
Okay. Wordis.
Gonna, and then I'm gonna quicken spell, scorching ray at the revenant.
Okay. Do it.
24.
That's a hit.
Uh, 21. And a 7.
21 damage, and then 7.
No, that was 3
those were my attack rolls.
Oh, hit, miss.
All right, 16 damage, and then I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay. 16, you said?
Yeah, 16 fire damage, and 21 on attack roll.
That's a hit.
Oh god damn it! I never know which dice is the D10. This one. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
And 10 more
Nice.
fire damage. And that's my go.
Okay. Corvain.
Well, there's really only one thing we see. Even the dark vision doesn't show me the bats, right?
No, they're... Yeah.
Above the canopy of trees.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be going after the... Well? Do the bats sound like they're at least close?
They do.
I suppose I'll be preparing for them then. I will cast Armor of Agathis. So that is what I'm doing with my turn.
Okay. So the bats... Gonna fly in. I have to check something. What was your stealth roll? Arc?
There we go. My stealth roll was 24.
Bats don't seem to notice you. So we're gonna get 6 attacks. So 2 on Hans. Does 14 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, they both miss. 2 on Henry. Does the 14 hit you?
I cast shield.
Okay. So they both miss, and then 2 on Corvain. Jeez, miss. So bats all swoop in. They basically just fly around and are mildly annoying. Your readied actions go off. Hans and Steven.
Nice. I got my shield up. I didn't ready an action, if that's what you mean. I put my shield up, Miss Bow.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Steven, you had a ready action, right? Prepping your bow?
Can I change that to cast Thunderwave?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember that hits us.
So I'm gonna go for no. If I aim for these two,
Yeah, fair enough.
those two trying to hit you in the back. Cool. It's a con save. Yeah, con save. Let me see what it says. Half damage and isn't pushed.
All right. How many are you affecting?
The two behind. Who are these guys? Henry. These two here.
Okay.
No. I don't hit my own boys.
1 makes it, 1 fails.
DC 14.
Yep. 1 makes it, 1 fails. So this guy fails.
All right. So they take. The one who makes it takes 5. The one who doesn't takes 10. And the one who doesn't make it gets pushed back.
All right. Where would you like to push it?
10 feet away from. That's where it's got to go.
Looks like there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Revenant.
Oh, I got bonus action, don't I?
It was your
Oh, okay.
your held action. You don't get a bonus action with that.
Cool.
It's a reaction.
An actionless action.
Okay. The Revenant is rather silently sort of running through the forest towards you guys. But that's its turn. Back to the top of the round.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Um, all the bats? No, not all. Okay, that one's kind of far away. So this one's within 5 feet. This one's within 5 feet, right?
Yep. And
And
this
this
one
one.
over here.
Okay, yeah. Well, those three. Con 13 save.
One fails, two fails.
Both 2 fail, 1 passes. Okay.
Yep.
I'll roll damage. Massive 1, awesome. And another 1, great. So that's 1 damage to each of them.
Oh my god.
Did I scratch them? Did I hurt them?
Tickle, tickle.
Yeah, like what the hell, man?
Okay. Got anything else?
I don't want to waste this bonus action spell. No, I'm good. I'm done.
Alright. Arc.
Ooh. Moi aussi, j'ai 12 ans. This alt tabbing is really annoying. So we got how much? Firing a ranged weapon in melee provokes an attack.
Correct.
Good. Making sure. I'll just have to use my daggers.
Okay.
So I roll. On D20. See 11 and 6, 17.
17 to hit. That's a hit.
Yeah. Does it?
Yep.
And I'm rolling on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Just save the tabbing. Ooh, nice. So that's 8 damage. To the one
Yep.
I've already done damage to. And do I have... What is 2-weapon fighting?
Spend a bonus action to attack again, but you don't get your stat to the damage.
Okay.
But an offhand weapon, yeah.
Yeah, for the offhand.
Nope, I'll just use my bonus action to Bardic Inspire Shadowcaster.
No, thank you.
All right. Henry, you're up.
Henry is going to cast Firebolt on the Revenant.
Okay.
23.
That's a hit.
10 fire damage.
Those rolls are insane.
Okay.
I think I've done 36 fire damage to him so far.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna sacrifice a first level spell slot to get myself back a sorcery point.
All right.
That'll be my go.
All right.
36.
Corvain.
Joke's on you, buddy. I've done 2 damage to these hair bats, okay?
All right, well, so the bat swarm behind us has already been thinned out just a little bit in the back left, right?
Yes.
I'll take a swing at the one in the front right over here. Actually, the one in the back right. This one.
Okay.
So I have a feeling that's going to be after Steven, and I don't necessarily like that, so I'm going to punish him. There is a 22.
Yep, that's a hit.
For 11 points of damage.
Okay. Got anything else?
I could, but I'm not going to. So that'll be it.
So now the bats are gonna go. Hans, you're getting 2 attacks.
AC 20.
That's one of them crits you. The other
Yeah.
one misses. So yeah, this one crits you. So that is going to be big damage.
Ouch. I didn't feel it yet.
You take 10 damage.
Yikes. Okay, I have a quick question.
Yep.
So I was prompted with one of those blue like highlighty things in the thing to add a feat in my like edit character thing. Am I supposed to have a feat or not?
Are you a variant human?
Yes, but I also have. It says that I have +1 to 2 different
Then
stats.
yes, you should
Yeah.
have a feat.
Okay, cool, good. Then I can calculate this damage properly because I took toughness or tough or whatever.
Cool.
Okay.
Henry, you're getting 2 attacks. Does a 21 hits you?
Yeah, that gets me.
Does a 14 get you?
I cast shield again.
All right. So just one of them hits you. You take 2 damage.
That worked out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And Corvain, you're getting attacked.
Okay.
19.
That is a hit.
He shoots, he scores.
And you take 7 damage.
All right. And the armor of Agathis bites back for 10 cold damage on the bats.
Damn.
Okay.
There is no save on that, so I'm down 7 of my temporary hit points.
Nice. And Bat Swarm is going to attack Steven. And misses.
It's because he's short, isn't it? They flew right over him.
But the Revenant is going to attack you, Hans. Hans, go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a 10. Back to rolling like crap.
You notice on his On his armor, there is a silver dragon engraved on it.
Do I recognize this dragon? Like the symbol, I mean?
Not with the 10, but
Gotcha.
you notice that there is a dragon on his armor. He is going to bring his great sword down on you. He's going to say, "Spies of Strahd must die."
Okay. So he completely crazy.
13?
No.
Okay, he misses.
Okay, cool, thanks.
That's his turn.
So it works out. I mean, it's the way it usually happens after you make a
Yeah. It's usually when you say something like
loud
that.
exclamation. It's always performance issues right after that. It's nothing to be ashamed of, sir.
You know, the best thing to do is to roll and then say it. I think that's it. Make sure you hit first. That's what I'm gonna do from now on, anyway.
Next up is Hans.
Ooh, look at that. I
It's
see a
creepy
friend.
and dead in front of your face.
Oh, hell yeah. I hope I'm not wasting this spot, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to guiding bolt him. Ooh, 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cast, and I'm not rolling the damage on that damn thing. Where's the board dice? It is 4d6, okay. And that is 17 points of damage.
17?
Yeah. Finally hit something and hit it hard.
All right. Steven.
Steven. Steven.
Hello?
There you are.
Stop whispering at me. I said it's time for another thunder wave.
Stop whispering at me.
You're making me very uncomfortable. Okay, so do the thunder wave. 3 next to me.
Do it.
Click the button. There's the cast. All right. So let's roll 2d6. 2d6? No, 2d8. There we go.
And the DC 14 save.
It is for the pittance of 6 damage. But the knockback. Wait, is it still DC 14? It is still DC 14 con.
All right. Fail. Pass. Fail. So this spat fails. The Revenant fails. The spat succeeds.
Wouldn't they knock him back with them?
You just go through them. They're just a swarm.
Oh, cool. Stack of bats.
They're sharing a square.
Sweet.
I mean, it's a swarm. That's fine.
This time for the bonus, I will use same Bardic Inspiration. I see this here as bonus action. Check. This time on, who do we have here? Henry, Hans. Hans. Oh wait, no, Henry.
What's Bardic Inspiration do again?
You can choose to roll it after you roll a check, but before you know if it succeeds or fails. And it's a D6, right?
Okay.
It can only be on attacks and saving throws. Right now, it can't be for like damage. Right?
Okay.
Henry, you're up.
All right. If raiding has taught me anything, it's you focus on the boss and you ignore the ads. I'm gonna attack the Revenant again,
You've learned a lot.
All right.
and I'll add my inspiration to it.
You don't have to.
Roll
You
with
want
advantage.
to play that until.
Oh, it's a D6, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, D6. Yeah, that's right.
You can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
15.
That's a hit.
Excellent.
It's a 7 fire damage.
Bam. He on fire.
That's my turn.
Okay. The bats.
Oh no, I still get to go.
Oh yeah, sorry, Carvin, you get to go.
All right, that's 21. I'm actually going to be attacking the one that's in front of Henry this time. I'm trying to disperse the swarms. I'm not trying to kill them yet.
Okay. Yeah, 21 hits.
That'll be for 11.
All right.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
All right. The bats are going to. Most of the bats are going to flee. So you can take attacks if you want.
All of us?
I'll take an attack that's fleeing away from Steven.
Okay.
Me too. Stevens.
And that's a natural 20. I think I just killed him.
Good job, 'cause I missed.
That's a dead swarm. Hans, you get an attack.
Sure. Okay, 15 plus.
That's a hit.
Okay, cool. And the sword is 1d8, right?
Yes, plus your strength.
Cool. Where's d8? There it is. Boom, so that's 7 damage, I think.
And you're going to bonus action it?
It's a dead swarm.
That's dead. Good.
Oh, that's right. That was the swarm.
The Revenant is going to attack that swarm.
What?
Revenants are chaotic.
Okay.
It kills that swarm.
It's like, it's something to attack, I'm gonna attack it. Cool.
Pretty much.
Do I get an attack?
Do you have a melee weapon?
Got a dagger.
Yes.
Got a 23.
That's a hit.
Maybe the swarm and the revenant aren't working together. Dun
Five,
dun dun.
5 slashing.
But it didn't attack them. I mean, they didn't attack it. So he just mad it for nothing.
All right. This guy is retreating. Still alive. The Revenant.
Mhm.
Attacking you, Hans.
He don't like me.
He's attacking with his fists.
Oh, okay. He went crazy.
Does a 20 hit you?
Meets it, beats it. So yes.
And his second attack. That's a hit.
Damn, shield was nothing.
You take 14 damage.
Yikes.
And then you take another 11.
Ooh, I'm down.
Damn.
Yeah, what the hell did that damage come from?
You got $2 hold? That ain't no good. God damn.
Okay. That's his turn. Hans, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Didn't get to heal
Fail,
myself.
do you die?
No, you have to fail 3
No.
times, I think.
Yep. If you roll a 1, it counts as 2.
Great.
I rolled a nat 20.
You are back on your feet at 1 HP.
Oh, yay. Okay. Let me go
Does he
and
get up
attack.
right away?
Yep,
Yeah.
he gets his turn.
Oh, right away?
Cool.
Awesome.
Yep.
In that case,
Like it's a good time to heal.
I
yeah.
heal myself.
In that case, I'm turn cleric real quick. All of a sudden, I'm healy spell guy. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself
Okay.
at 2nd level. Better not fuck me. Okay, good. Okay, so I got 17 health back.
All right.
And then I can bonus action, I believe.
Yep.
But how damaged is this guy looking?
Mm,
Got a bunch of fireballs and a guiding bolt,
he's hurting,
but he can stand for
but
a while
he
longer.
doesn't look like he's going down.
He's
He's
not
tough.
teetering.
All right, I'll cast Divine Favor as my bonus action.
Okay.
So I gave myself plus 1d4 on a hit. All right, cool, done.
How is Hans looking?
I am looking like a half healthy man.
Not
Yeah.
super healthy.
Yeah.
Good.
Good, you say. I beg to differ. But yeah, okay.
Ark, you're up.
Oh. I whisper to the Revenant. Dun dun dun. He makes a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay. What are you doing to him?
Dissonant Whispers. So he will take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Oh. Hold on. Did he fail?
He
Or
failed.
he succeed? Did,
failed.
okay. And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. Creature does not move into obviously dangerous ground, such as fire or a pit.
Is that a fear effect?
It does not say that. It just says 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction available to move. It says you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking with trouble pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. That's it. Nothing about fear.
One second.
Sure. I don't know how 5th edition works exactly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. 'Cause he's immune to like charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, poison, stunned.
Mm-hmm. Do
Just
those
trying to make
keywords
sure.
have to be present, or it's player handbook page 234?
Yep, I'm just gonna say he runs away.
I'm sure it can like take many things. Like maybe he just hears something that he desperately wants to kill over there in his mind, so he just chases it. There's lots of logic for whatever it was.
Attack of opportunity.
Using its reaction? Does that
I don't,
matter?
I don't think it usually lets you if it's a reaction. I know that that was mentioned in like the what was that? The bard ability.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say
I think Zara's character probably would.
My Mantle of Inspiration?
Yeah, that one mentions like they can use their reaction
Yeah.
to move it. It doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
yeah, Zar, go ahead and make an attack roll with your weapon.
Oh, it says each creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay, so it's specific in that case.
Where do you see your attack bonus again?
Go to your actions, and you should see your weapon.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay, so that is 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. That just spun on 5, but okay, whatever. So 7 damage. Oh wait, no. Plus 1d4 from my divine favor.
That radiant damage in there.
Plus 2. So that is 9 damage total.
Okay. Henry,
Firebolt again.
do it.
Zappy zap.
24.
Hit.
7 fire damage.
Okay. Corvain.
Alright, I'm going to be using an Eldritch Blast. I will move just a little.
All right.
To about there, and then I'll be using an Eldritch Blast.
Go
That
for it.
is the 24.
That's a hit.
And that's 14 damage.
All right. So it was you. Revenant is going to charge at Hans. And it's a natural 1. And second attack is a natural 2. Miss.
Very
Get
heroic, though. Very heroic. Well done.
I'm so mad.
he sort of like as he's like running up, he's like he looks like he's falling apart now. He's hissing about Strahd as he attacks you.
I mean, if you put the two numbers together, not add them together, but if you put the two together and it's 12, it still misses. Alright, my turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm gonna take a good old-fashioned swing at him then.
Do it.
I'm
You
gonna
got
take
this.
2 actually, but make sure the first one hits first. And that's a 2. So, yeah, no.
Probably a miss.
Yeah. 2 plus 4. No, yeah, miss 6. Okay.
Okay.
And then I think I can do it now. Not sure.
Yes, you can use your bonus action to do another attack. You made a melee.
Doing it. You've got to be joking. Okay, so both miss. If I added them together, they'd hit though. Haha.
Now, what we just saw there was like fisticuffs and stuff between the two.
Yeah, like slappy slappy.
Yep.
Yeah, little fat fight.
He's slamming his fist off your shield. You're slamming your mace off, or your sword off his armor.
Yeah, yeah.
You're working with Strahd. No, you're working with Strahd.
Cat
You know, they're both just leaning back and just like swinging with their hand and their sword, going, ah!
Steven, you're up.
Oh, me? I,
Yep.
I have to do something after that performance?
Yep.
Okay.
You have to step it up.
Okay. To spell or not to spell? That is the question.
I don't think it's necessary at this point.
I can make him run away again. It'd be funny. Alright, so he looks pretty banged up, right?
Yep.
Okay. So then I tell him about his mother. Wisdom 14. Save. That's a terrible, terrible roll.
Fail, I think. Yep.
Okay, so he takes 1 point of psychic damage from Vicious Mockery. And if he fails, he has disadvantage on the next attack roll for the end of its next turn.
That is actually really good.
Cool.
Your mother's a fat hoe.
Henry.
All right, firebolt again.
Do it.
23.
That's a hit.
Take him down.
1 fire damage.
Ah,
I feel your pain.
That's how it's been going.
At least we're hitting.
All right.
well, there is one bit of good news that I have.
You can auto crit.
I can move to there.
Flanking.
So I can get advantage on this attack roll.
Do it.
So first was a 22, the other was a natural 1. So I'll take the 22.
That's a hit. This guy is not hard to hit.
Well, that wasn't very good either. 8 points of damage.
You can. Oh. Never mind.
Right, I can't do it for
All right.
damage.
He is attacking Hans again with disadvantage. It's a miss. And a second attack. Does he get disadvantage for both of his attacks or just one?
Just the next attack.
Okay. Does a 20 hit you, sir?
Yeah, that's going to hit.
You take, damn, 15 points of damage.
It hurts me real bad.
But that's his turn. Hans, you're up.
Can I fuck him up now?
You can.
Have advantage on your attacks now.
Okay. I'm gonna use both if I have to. Hell, I'm gonna use both if I don't have to. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
That's
yeah, you'll
just
need to use
impressive.
both. You'll need to use both.
Okay, so one is 10,
What's
so it doesn't hit.
that's a miss.
And the second one is a nat 20.
Critical hit. Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I'm talking about.
Makes up for your miss.
Yeah, so
So
that's 20 points.
2d8 plus your damage.
Awesome. Did not mean to roll all of those. Oh, that rolled high too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 2 is 16 damage.
All right.
Oh,
As
wait,
you
no.
sort of
I have to
What?
add it. I'm sorry. The radiant, the spell, the divine favor.
Oh yeah, divine favor.
That's 2 more. So yeah, 18.
okay, as you sort of slam your mace into him, he sort of goes "Ah!" and sort of like the
Sword.
ghostly form sort of vapors into the sky, and his weapon and armor hit the ground.
Nice. I say Tempest thanks you. He thanks.
Well, that was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
What kind of armor was he wearing? Was it like plate?
Looks like a breastplate.
I pick up his sword.
You have a sword. It looks really old and really worn.
Nothing stands out about it.
It has on the hilt. It says Argen Vostholt.
I'm gonna hang on to this bad boy.
Did anyone besides me take damage?
I took like 3 points.
I mean, I got hit, but it didn't pierce through the armor of Agathis, so I'm totally fine.
So it's just me got hit.
Yeah.
I think I'll still, because it's the same healing. I think I cast Prayer of Healing. It does take 10 minutes though, so I'll let the people know that I'm taking a 10-minute pause.
Okay.
I'm gonna like look at his breastplate.
It has a very fancy looking silver dragon on it.
So
And
everyone gets
the
plus 12 health back, sorry.
and Henry the book he's looking for, it's being guarded by a stone dragon, according to Madame Ava.
Yep.
Yeah, this could be a clue. I'm gonna take this breastplate as well.
Okay.
Might as well. Anyway, let's get ourselves over to this windmill before things get too messy.
Can I do like a history check on this stuff? Like Argenvast or whatever?
Yep. Go ahead and roll it.
19.
What would you have heard in your brief time here? You would have heard of a dragon from Faerun. Like you just barely you sort of recognize the name, and he was a dragon who sought out Barovia like hundreds of years like before now, and he was never heard of again. Like, but he held a like paladin order of the Silver Dragon. He was a follower of Bahamut.
Okay. I'll share this information with my companions.
But as for what he's been doing here, you don't really know. Because you haven't been here long enough. It's not a history check. You couldn't know the history for this world, but you rolled high enough to at least know that little tidbit. So this is a creature. This dragon was from the world of Faerun, not from Barovia.
So this man, I'm just gonna speculate out loud to my companions. This man must have been an undead paladin.
Yeah.
What if there are more of him?
Well, the thing is, and don't take this the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure he was only attacking us based on what we heard, because he thought we were traitors or in league with Strahd.
Maybe they have like a cache of like vampire killing weapons or something we could find.
It's possible. But for now, I think we should go look at the kids. Whenever we're back at the inn, I think we should go over the options there, because that does seem like a good strategy. I just don't know where they'd even put it.
Maybe someone back in the town has heard of Argavost Hold.
Sure, let's take a look. We'll certainly take a look with them whenever we get back.
Maybe we can find like a library or like a map or something, like an ancient map.
It's possible. I like the idea. I mean, we need everything we can get, right?
Okay,
anyway.
let's go to the bone grinder.
All right.
Great.
Probably gonna call it here. I'm really sorry that it was such a mess today. It really felt like it dragged on, and I'm really sorry about that.
I kind of prefer this. That way, people can meet us back here. But we'll have more than just the four for the bone grinder part, because that might get worse.
You guys all level up to level 4.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Awesome.
About time.
That was a tough fight, and I wrote out. I spent the last 3 days getting my notes together. I'm so disorganized with how things go. I was supposed to get Spell's character to be prepared to enter next time, and I went way out. I ignored my own rules and just went way off course, and now I'm not even ready for Spell next week.
What is she going with?
She's playing an artificer.
Ooh. That'll be crazy.
Yeah. She's supposed to be at the orphanage. And so I was planning
So that was the assistant that you mentioned there?
Yeah. And so my plan today was to have you guys, try and lead you guys to the orphanage and get you guys to the bone grinder and then back again. Because then that would be in time to meet with her character for next week. But I got so distracted. There's so many other things that I was just, I'm going to do this. And I'm going off my own script. It's all my own fault. I'm really sorry about that, guys.
I had a fun time.
Not a problem. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, I had a good time.
the fact that we leveled helps me significantly because now I have a feat.
Feats are important.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
one too.
My feat makes me a little bit more disgusting. It's fine.
I'm glad I took toughness because I wish I knew I had it before, but I'm glad I took it because it saved my life tonight.
That's great.
Yep.
In my case, I got another offensive feat because, that's what I kind of do now. I'm letting you be the tank for us because you can do way better at it than I can.
I'll try.
And besides, you have my shield, so
Yeah, I do.
I can't even do that if I want.
Well, I'm getting my stuff back, and if I don't, I might be dead. Because, I'm going out on that ledge.
Mm-hmm. But I got Great Weapon Master.
Nice.
Nice.
Such a good feat.
So, Hans, since you're a cleric, you know that you killed the Revenant today, but Revenants don't ever truly die. They come back, and you seem to have. It seems to think you're its enemy, and so you know that this thing is just going to keep coming for you.
Was it specifically after Hans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
only
didn't.
attacked me.
It only attacked him, and it attacked the bats.
Okay. Well, yeah. My initial assumption was because of what he said. Oh, because the Baron decreed him an enemy or a potential spy of Strahd, now it thinks he is.
But then why would it be a revenant? Like, I don't know what a revenant is, maybe, but
Revenants are like things that have a death wish still. So they just come back to life and try to execute it.
but
It's
how did
it's
that
like
guy
it's
die?
like a vengeful something
Right.
like did something to it during its life, and it's sworn vengeance against it. And so in this case, Strahd did something to it, and it's sworn vengeance against minions of Strahd.
Right, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious about is that means this guy had to be around when I was ordered as a spy. And that means he had to have been killed since then. So who the hell killed him? Or he just died?
He was sent after you.
Or, yeah, but someone has to kill him, right? For him to be a revenant.
He was already dead.
Oh.
Like,
Been
it's
dead,
not
yeah.
like he was like, he
Okay.
was just recently killed. This guy, he was like a rotting corpse.
Oh, okay, got you. Alright, cool.
Like ghostly type thing. Like, he definitely looked like he was ancient, and like his weapons and armor are definitely ancient.
Well, right, then it's definitely a minion that was sent. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Alright.
Right, but we don't know who sent him because it would be weird if Strahd did because he would hate Strahd.
Yeah. It's probably this
Do
damn
you-
Burgomaster.
When you level, do you get an optional feat?
At level 4, you get an option between like raising a stat by 2, which is incredibly good, or getting a feat. I guess you technically don't have to raise a stat by 2. You get 2 1-point stat bumps. They can't raise a stat over 20, but they can do pretty much anything else.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I've set you guys up with enough quests that have like potential that I don't have to worry about keep adding new things.
Challenge
Keep
accepted.
doing new things. And like just breaking my own rules. I have enough things now that you're on the path. I can have spell. I'll probably have spell already be at the bone grinder next time.
Just be
And
like
then-
motivated to go save the kids on her own or something.
Yeah.
That would be fine. So it makes sense.
then I don't have to worry about, reintroducing her and all this other stuff.
See, I was really wanting to get Polearm Master, but it just doesn't make any sense. So I didn't.
I'm playing my friend Zach. He runs the campaign on early Mondays, and I'm playing a kobold fighter who has crossbow expert, and so he wields 2 crossbows, and fighters get all these extra attacks. And so with crossbows or crossbow expert, when you make an attack action as a bonus action, you can fire a hand crossbow in your hand, or a crossbow in your, or whatever. And so he gets 2. He's level 8. He gets 2 attacks, which ends up being 4 attacks. And then with action surge, I get another 4 attacks. So he just pumps
Just
out
goes crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like machine gun crossbows. And it's really funny because when I I didn't realize he was going to be
Yep. I don't know.
a
Like,
murder hobo.
is that how the dual attack thing works? I thought it was usually just that you had to use a bonus action to get an attack with your second hand.
For crossbows, I think you need you need it to load the crossbow expert. Because typically it takes a turn to load it.
You
expert.
ignore the loading penalty, right?
Yeah.
I just thought, because anytime that you're making an attack with the second, your offhand weapon, that's usually a bonus action. That's the part that I'm not sure on. Right. At least that's the way that, because that could be that it's, I have no idea. But
yeah, I guess it could be
badass.
Well, I get 2 attacks. Oh yeah, I guess it would be less. You'd only get 1.
It's badass, whatever it is. But
yeah, it might be 6 attacks and not 8. But anyways, and then I had the sharpshooter feat. So then, I'm adding 10 to all my damage.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm just machine gun and it's really funny because I wasn't planning. I made him I'm playing. My friend that I'm playing with, we made Kobold Brothers, and so we both use crossbows, and so that was all it was about. Was we'll just be crossbow wielding kobolds that get into mischief all the time.
Yeah, badass.
And I turned into this machine gun firing crossbow. It caught me off guard because I'm 1d6 plus 10 damage. That isn't that much. But then when you attack 6 or 8 times,
you hit
it's
6 times, you're doing 66 plus 60. Okay, that's significant now. Yeah, that's more than a little. This great weapon master is going to be fun, but I'm really only going to use that one benefit whenever I can get advantage on attacks.
Yeah. And archery lets you get a +2 to your one of the styles gives you +2 to attack. So you can really afford to do the -5. And kobolds get back tactics. So if there's an ally within 5 feet, they get advantage on the attack.
Oh, that's so dirty.
Yeah,
that's such a good combo.
It's just